I've decided to analyze the television series Ray Donovan this semester. This series is a popular television crime drama series that just finished its first season on Showtime. The series follows Ray Donovan, a professional fixer for the rich and famous in Los Angeles, California, and his family who are consistently mixed up in one thing or another. Ray's father, Mickey, is an ex-con who was sent to jail by Ray and a group of Ray's acquaintances for 20 years over a crime he didn't commit. The fact that Ray would wrongfully send his father to jail immediately suggests to the audience that the Donovan family is, to put it lightly, dysfunctional. In addition, we are introduced to Ray's brothers, Bunchy and Terry, during this season. Terry is a former boxer who has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and now owns his own gym, the Donovan Fight Club, and he is a personal trainer. Bunchy, on the other hand, is an alcoholic who is sexually abused by a priest during his childhood and is tormented by this during his adulthood. Finally, we see Abby, Ray's wife, who is very suspicious of her husband and his job and is confused by his family's past. Therefore, Abby tries to ignite a relationship between Mickey and herself throughout the series in order to obtain answers. During this paper, I will analyze how each of the main characters is able to successfully, or in many cases unsuccessfully communicate among one another. I did so by reviewing the communication process and by reviewing each of the characters' self-concepts, perceptions, language, listening skills, and their nonverbal conditions. In addition, I looked at how the characters felt about their relationships in general and how culture influenced their actions. I'll briefly explain these concepts through the main character, Ray Donovan. Ray uses language in a dominant way, and when he speaks, the receiver must listen. He has a higher sense of self than some of the other characters in this series. Although he had a difficult childhood like Bunchy, Ray has a dismissing attachment style and often thinks of himself as stronger than those around him. Furthermore, Ray's past experiences and rough childhood has led him to have a dominant communication style where he often takes charge of the social situations he is put in. Due to Ray's personality, he often does not exude good interpersonal communication. He also tends to have an impression-leaving style of communication due to his social identity, which is that of an enforcer. Listening is an important skill for a communicator to possess. However, in one scene within the series, Ray tried to explain to his father that he was molested as a child, and Mickey did not actively listen to his son's issues or act on them. In turn, this resulted with interpersonal conflict between father and son that lasted over 20 years. We also see within that clip that verbally and non-verbally, Ray has no longer a desire to listen to his father any longer. Also, Ray sees his father Mickey as a failure because of the way he acted when Ray was a child with his brothers. In the end, I found that Ray Donovan did not exude very good interpersonal communication throughout the series, and personally, I would not take any advice from this series. However, I did find that there were many good lessons to be learned among the relationships that we saw.